Storm Track 12 meteorologist Lesto with you here on our Monday, kind of getting back to more normalcy. Now we've got all the ice, the sleet, the freezing rain out of here. But it is going to set us up for a very active weather pattern as we go on through this week. Several storms are going to be rolling through. The main storm track is going to be off to our north and west through the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. So as a result, we are going to be looking at every 2 to 3 days a storm system coming through. We'll warm up out ahead of them and cool down behind them. That's what's going to give us the roller coaster as far as temperatures are concerned. Here's the positive side, though. We do stay above freezing. So all the snow piles in the parking lots and on curbside are going to get a chance to melt as we do head on in through this week. Boy, speaking of snow, what a difference just 12 to 18 hours make. This is the radar this morning in and around where they held the Super Bowl. And again, you heard about the predictions of a storm coming through. We said we needed to watch the timing of it. Well, the models had picked up on it. It just came about 12 to 16 hours after the Super Bowl. So that worked out well for them. Problem, though, we're getting the people out of that New York City area and headed back to their destinations. For us, we're at the tail end of this front. We're going to be watching these showers kind of work their way in from west to east as we go on through later this afternoon. But for the most part, most of the energy with this system is going to go by to the north. So we'll keep mainly cloudy skies around. A nice surge of warm air on the southwesterly winds, though, pops us up to maybe near 70 degrees in a couple spots for later on this afternoon, especially across our southern counties. And even for our northern counties, still going to be looking at temperatures topping out potentially near that mid-60 degree mark here. Now, overnight tonight, the front slips south of us. A little bit of drizzle is going to be involved. Cloudy, cooler conditions only into the mid to upper 30s. And then we stay in the 40s for much of the day tomorrow. In fact, most of the daylight hours tomorrow, we're going to be seeing some of the cooler temperatures. It's tomorrow night going into Wednesday that we do get another surge of warmer air coming our way ahead of storm system number 2. And that'll start to warm temperatures up here. Take a look at high temperatures from yesterday. Boy, I tell you what, I saw a lot of people out and about with that sunshine. The cabin fever had kicked in. People were just glad to be out and about. And again, for today and yesterday, that's where we're going to have some of those warmer temperatures. 56, that's average for this time of year. That's where we should be for this time of year. And as a result, we are going to be looking at temperatures remaining well above normal. In fact, take a look at future track here. Again, you can kind of see some of those 70-degree readings poke in around Keansville, Richlands, Jacksonville, maybe even New Bern later this morning into the early afternoon hours. And then notice by the afternoon, that front does slip on through. We start to cool temperatures down as we see temperatures drop down just barely above that freezing mark for Greenville overnight tonight. And then again, tomorrow is going to be rather chilly with temperatures barely getting out of the low to mid-40s for the daylight hours. Again, it's the afternoon that those temperatures do start to surge a little bit here, and we'll be seeing that ahead of storm system number 2. So here's storm system number 1. You'll notice most of the heavier radar returns are over Virginia, western Virginia, up and towards Pennsylvania, Maryland. We're just kind of on the tail end of this system as it's working its way on through. High pressure from Iowa slides over us for tonight. And then here's storm system number 2, which is currently making its way across the desert southwest. Good news for them, this pattern is going to start producing more storm systems coming out of the southern branch. And as a result, California is going to get some storms, and then they will quickly race across Texas, Oklahoma, and head up the way that it looks like right now, at least the next 2 or 3, go up west of the mountains here. A lot of this has to do with happening at the jet stream level here. You'll notice that we've got this ridge off the southeast coast here that starts poking its way back in. And as a result, that is going to allow us to see more of a southwesterly wind, keeping the cold air bottled up across the north here and creating that storm track up along and probably just west of the mountains. And again, you can kind of see that upper level ridge off the southeast coast as it kind of flexes back and forth. Still, though, notice the majority of our week here at the jet stream level through Wednesday and Thursday, still dealing with a southwesterly flow. A little bit stronger trough does start to dig back in through Montana. That's going to swing through here with maybe another charge of some cooler air. But notice, the Arctic air isn't getting directly discharged into our weather pattern. It's kind of slowly just pressing in here as these storm systems do go by. And as a result, we're not anticipating any winter weather coming our way for this week. Here's how storm system number 1 goes. It goes by, drags the front on through late this afternoon and this evening. High pressure nuzzes across the northern mid-Atlantic states. Now, I got to tell you, fresh snowpack up there, northeasterly wind. It's not an excessively cold Arctic air mass. However, with that renewed cold air That's why I think temperatures are going to be a little bit colder than most of the models are showing us here. And then with that northeasterly wind, that kind of wedges that cooler air in here. So we catch an overrunning situation as the next storm comes up through the Tennessee Valley. We'll force warm air up over the colder air. And as a result, that's why I think we're going to be trapped into the cloud cover and also the cooler temperatures as we head on in through the day tomorrow. Now, eventually tomorrow night going into Wednesday, primary low cuts up west in the mountains. We surge that warm front across here, and we do get back into the warm sector as we head on into the day on Wednesday. We're going to be watching maybe some showers and even thunderstorms possible late in the day on Wednesday. Not anticipating anything severe, though, but don't be surprised if you do hear a rumble of thunder as that front does clear the coast. Brief high pressure clears us out in here for Thursday before the next storm system comes our way as we head on in through the end of the week. So, future track kind of shows the clearing trend here. Southwesterly winds out ahead of it. We'll time it out for about 3, 4, 5 o'clock this afternoon. First front gets off the coast. Colder air surges in here. We get the low stratus clouds that do develop here with that northeasterly wind. And as a result, with the front being down to our south, we get that overrunning situation setting up here as we head on in through the day tomorrow. Northeasterly winds at the low levels, southwesterly winds at the upper levels. That's going to create that overrunning situation where some spotty showers will develop, low clouds, cool, chilly conditions in here. Then eventually, as we go in through Wednesday night or Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, we do get that warm sector to happen here briefly. We see temperatures possibly shoot up near 70 on Wednesday before that front does pass its way on through the area here as we do go on to Thursday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, again, storm system number 3 comes our way. We'll have to see just how warm we get, where exactly the storm system tracks. So that's something we'll continue to watch for you. Have yourself a good Monday as we recover from the Super Bowl. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.